was this movie that I think everyone has seen the trailers for. And if you didn't see the trailers and those didn't catch you, certainly the Red Band trailer would have. It's one of those movies where it's exactly what you see on the box. Inside of the box is the package don't lie. It is a hyper-violent sci-fi action horror-y sort of film. It's by Blumhouse, which has a reputation of producing mediocre crap, but also some gems. This film was interesting to me. Jumping right to the conclusion, the film isn't bad. I think I'm personally more coded to like it than most people, but I think a lot of people could get a great deal of enjoyment out of it. As far as this film goes, well, digging right into this movie was made on $5 million. Compared to most movies, which is crazy, because I saw the night before that Solo, which was made on 200 plus some $million, and Upgraded looked better. That's the thing that blew my mind. Upgraded is a science fiction film where, if you saw the commercial for it, it's a guy that's paralyzed in a tragedy. He wants to find the guys who killed his wife and engage it, and they put a computer chip in his spine that allows him to walk, but also do kung fu and crazy maneuvers. It upgrades him. Good points of this film. It actually has a good number of surprises, hides them pretty well. So there are twists. They're well disguised. I didn't see the ending coming. I bet someone could have guessed it, which is a really good twist, when it's like you're kind of given the ingredients to figure out what happened at the end, but you didn't see it, because it did a very good job of misleading you a number of times. I'm not going to say anything else about that. You should see this movie. It's pretty neat. Downsides of this film. It's very short. It's only 90 minutes long. There is very poor characterization. Other than the main character, everyone's a caricature. We don't spend much time characterizing anyone. I really couldn't tell you what his mom is like, what the weird science guy is like, what the villains are like, not even the kooky one. There isn't a lot of time spent on characterization. I went with someone who said it feels like a video game, and that is just about right. It's a decently good video game, like a third-person shooter, an action shooter. It really is. This could totally be made into a video game very easily. The world of Upgrade. I thought it did a pretty good job in moving forward very quickly. Like I said, for $5 million, there are points in this film where it looks better than Solo. Solo takes place in space, on spaceships and shit like this. This movie takes place in dingy warehouses at night when it's raining and shit like that. And yet everything's brighter and clearer. I don't know how that shook out like that, but that's what happened. What are the odds you'll see this movie and not like it? Here's the thing. I really like the movie Chronicle, and this movie kind of a little reminds me of it. It's a very small budget. The budget is listed as being $3 to $5 million. It was filmed in Australia, from what I understand, but it looks way better than its budget would indicate. And it's like, by its budget standards, this is an independent film. Yet, this movie could stand side by side with much bigger budget films. To be fair, this is a short film. It is almost exactly 90 minutes long. Even Mr. Knightley is shocked by this. He's just beside himself. Yeah, right? Like I said, the characterization isn't fantastic. I could see that being annoying. I think the person I saw it with was annoyed with it. If you didn't know it was going to be hyper gory, it is hyper gory in places, although not a terrible lot. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but that could be off-putting too if you didn't know, and if you were hoping for it, it's a little sparse. Odds you'll see it and not like it. Weirdly, just like Solo, I think it's good. It's a decent 1 in 3. Unlike Solo, I'm pretty sure this movie's going to make its budget back because its budget is like $5 million. It doesn't have to do that well. By my estimation, if this movie makes 20 million or somewhere in that neighborhood, it will have gotten its budget back and then some. So that's weird. That is really kind of strange. And I wanted to comment on that at least a little. I am just very well coded for something like that. That's a thing I want to see. I want to see someone spend almost no money to make something short and beautiful. An odd word to describe something where people's faces get shot off and things like that, but you get the idea. I love stuff like this, like a film that has no budget and then looks amazing. It looks like a big budget film. Looks better than some big budget films. So unfortunately, I think there's a 1 in 3 chance you're going to see this and not care for it. Like, not necessarily hate it, but just like, this wasn't that great, or this annoyed me enough. Weirdly enough, yeah, it plays out like a game. At the same time, if there had been fewer bad guys in it to fight, this could have been crunched down to like an hour and been an episode of something. It plays out like that too. It's another way of looking at this. Like, this could have been an episode of Dark Mirror. Easily. Actually, really easily. It really fits in with that genre very well. So, it's good. It's not amazing. I like it more for the production side of it. Like, the fact that they made this a film that looks this awesome, and it is awesome in places. It is very awesome in places. On a mere 5 million or less. I wholeheartedly approve. I vastly approve. Other than that, would I see this again? Yes. This movie is fast in places. It is very fast-paced and it's short, which lends itself to reseeing it because it's stuff you might have missed because it's fast, but it's not like, it's not like seeing The Last Jedi or something where I have to clear out a fucking afternoon to see it again because it's like it takes forever and there's previews and God knows how long. But this is short and sweet. It is very short. It is very sweet. And I think I would see it again. Other than that, it's the little movie that could, by putting a robot in someone's spine and shooting people's faces off. Really, it's kind of inspiring. That's me. I'm out.